Hey folks, it's Dave here from Studio C, and I finally finished my 1979 Payoff Pitch printing project, a printing and cutting and corner cutting project, and this is the final results of what I got. Just kind of want to show you what's happening here. So I got all the teams, and what I did is I added all the logos, just what I wanted to do. And I picked a logo that I liked, and I'll get in a little closer to show you here which logos I picked. So they're not all true to 77, but there's some that I just liked a little bit better, and that's what I went with. There's some that look better on the card. So as you can see, let me come up here first. You can see that what I had to do on the batter's card, I could get a nice big logo, but on the pitcher's card, I had to really shrink it down because there's really no place to put a logo. So I just put it up in that corner there, and I think that looks okay. So let's take a look at what I have for logos here. So let's start off. I always like that A for Atlanta, so that's what I did for them. The Cubs are a classic, and the Twins, surprisingly, I kind of like that one for the Twins too. There was a couple I was going to go with the T and the C, but I ended up liking that the best. The Phillies, classic hat logo right there. The Cardinals, I almost went with the STL, but I ended up liking the bird a little bit better. And then, of course, you got to go with the glove for Milwaukee, without a doubt. For Baltimore now, I love that little Oriole right there, so that's what I used. The Reds, that's another classic logo for the Reds. The Red Sox, I almost went with just the two red socks, but I do like the circle, so I went with a circle. The Mets, I was tempted to go with the New York, the NYM, but I do like the round circle there with the city skyline. San Diego, I went with the brown, and not much you can do with that, but there it is. We had LA. I just went with a classic LA. I think that looks really good. I think it looks good on the picture card too. The A's, I kind of like this one. I was going to go with just the A apostrophe S, but this one kind of settled in. Maybe next time I would go with more of a green logo than this one here, but that works. Seattle, always liked the Trident, so I had to go with the Trident for Seattle. Blue Jays, yeah, no doubt about the Blue Jays at all. That's another good one. In San Francisco, I like the SF. I did. I almost went Giants, but I like the SF, so that's what I did there. Coming back over here to Montreal, you got to go with the classic M. There's no doubt about that. Houston, I wanted to go with the H. I did, the H with the star, but this just grabbed me here, so I went with the Astros logo here in the circle. Detroit, I just went with the D. There's just no doubt. I could have gone with the Orange Tiger, but the D is just so good, I went with the D. Cleveland, I had to go with Wahoo, no doubt, went with the Wahoo. And the Yankees, that's the one I put on Facebook, and I almost went the NY, but that just stood out a little bit better. And then finishing up here, the Angels, I'll always like the classic A with the halo, so I went with that. Texas, I like the T in the circle, so that's what I went with. The Pirates, got the P. I almost went black P, but then I like the gold P with the black outline a little bit better, so that's what I went with. Kansas City, I always like that Kansas City logo there inside the little the crown there. And then the White Sox, boy, I tell you, I wasn't even going to print the White Sox, but I liked that logo so much I ended up including them and ended up doing the whole set. But I like that Sox logo. So anyway, that's my finished project. Took me a long time, and we talked about cutting into your gaming time. It's cut into a lot of gaming time. But I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. You can see the corners too. I rounded all the corners. Didn't need to, but I did. And I'm kind of happy, and I think I got something I'll really play with here. I don't know how many more seasons I'll do like this, because this did take a good part of a week or two just chipping away at it. But anyway, that's the final results. I'm Dave. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.